All right then, you lovely lot. We have got a full body workout today. Okay, we're going to be doing a little bit of everything using kettlebell. If you haven't, you know that you can switch out to whatever kind of weights that you have available to you. We're going to start in with some nice leg stretches. Take the legs nice and wide. We're going to hinge across from one side to the next, just making sure that your knees go and track over your feet rather than kind of turning inwards at all. Just get a really lovely stretch through those inner thighs here. Obviously play around with how wide apart you want to step those legs. This next one will come all the way over and hold. Option to lift the feet up off the floor on that extended leg and bring yourself all the way down to the mat. Super deep stretch. If it feels too deep, remember it's meant to feel nice. You could just stay here. And then we'll hinge across and do the same on the other side. Holding. Good. We will release and come back to center. Keep the legs wide, keep dangling down. So probably fingertips or knuckles are to the mat here. Legs are super straight. When you're ready, bring your hands up to your knees and start walking yourself or straightening yourself back up. You can bring the feet in. We're going to walk them through on the spot and we're going to gradually get wider with that walk. So we're coming down here, staying like this for a while. It's okay, we're all looking ridiculous together, it's fine. This is a group effort. Bring it back in. Good. So you can kind of add in a little bit of a bounce if you want to, more of a jog, or just keep it as your light walk. And then let's take it out wide again. So you're keeping your back nice and straight here. Chest is open. Drive those elbows back. Good, bring it back in. Perfect stuff. We're going to do that one more time. So let's go wide and low. The wider you go, the lower you go. Good. Stay here. For 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Slow those feet down almost into a little pedal. So just give the base of your feet a little stretch through. Good. Both heels come down. Arms come up. Overhead. We're going to take a little lean. The heart rate should be up a little bit here. Should be feeling nice and warm. As we just slow things back down into our upper body stretch. Both arms come wide. Take it in to a twist. Allow your hips to move with you. Good. Come back through center. Take it into a little wave. See if you can reach one arm over across the top of your head to your other arm. A little bit of warmth coming into the shoulders now. For 2, 1, and then we'll finish with some arm circles before we go ahead and pick up our weight. So as I said, some upper body, some abs and some legs all thrown at you today. We're going to start with upper body. We're going to come into a clean and press. So if you're using a kettlebell, you're going to hinge down, flick it onto the back of your wrist and press up. If you're using dumbbells, we can come here and do a double dumbbell action. Otherwise, here, back of the wrists, press up, trying to make sure that that press just comes from the arm. So we're not bouncing and pushing through the legs to get that weight up overhead. If you're wearing a watch, you might need to just spin it around so that that kettlebell doesn't get onto your watch. One more on this side, and then we'll switch sides. Obviously, if you're doing double dumbbells, keep going here. Good. Beautiful. 2 more for me. 1 and 2. Perfect stuff. Switch back into your other arm if you're using a kettlebell. Again, if you're using double dumbbells, you could go alternating here. So you could go up on one side and then down on the other, or you could just have a single dumbbell in the hand, just as we're doing with the kettlebells, as we come in to our torso bends. Hips stay facing forwards. Beautiful stuff. Good. Keep going here. I'm using a slightly lighter kettlebell today just for demo. You go as heavy as you can. We've got 2, 1. We're going to switch sides. Good. So you're leaning down on the side with the weight. We're opening up on that opposite side. So you get that crunching movement, kind of motion on one side and that elongation on the other side. Both sides important. We've got 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weight, all weights, into your chest. We're taking it down into a squat and an overhead press. Started at the top of the body. We've worked our way down, finishing on the legs, but adding in that little top body extra as well. Again, this one will get your heart rate up. Make those squats nice and deep for me. We've got 4, 3, good, 2, last 1, perfect. Step, set your weight or weights down. So grab yourselves a drink. We've done 1 of each. We've got more to come. So a little active recovery, just keep moving, grab a drink, walk it through, and then we're going to go again. So we're going to go back in with upper body, is where we're going to start. We're going to go with tricep extensions. Option, you can either stand or you can come down to kneeling. Remember what I say about kneeling? Really hard to throw at your back and have bad posture if you're kneeling. So if you are kneeling, tuck your hips under, or absolutely stay standing here where you're going to come in. Elbows are tight, so they're not wide. You bend at the elbow, and then you straighten all the way up. Good. Exhale up, inhale down for 3, 2, and 1. They're just short, sharp little blasts these. We're going to move on to the waist. We're going to come into a twist. Again, if you prefer to stay standing, you could stay standing here. Otherwise, bring yourself down to sitting. We're going to rotate the chest around with the weight. So you're turning and facing where that weight is going. Further you lean back, more intense on the abs it's going to be. Option to lift those feet as well if you want to. Good, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful stuff. And then if you were standing, do bring yourselves down. We're going to come down to our mat. We're going to exhale, take your weight or weights up, overhead. Walk your feet in towards your bottom. We're going to roll up into a bridge, and then we're going to add a little march. Our weight isn't moving here. It's just staying where it is. Try and keep those hips balanced. Knee up to hip. Gently back down. Good. Keep your height in your bridge. You've got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both feet down. Slowly roll down out of your bridge. Bring your weight down with you. You could stay on the mat and take a little hug. Or you could bring yourself back up to standing and again, grab a drink. Or stay active in your recovery. How are we doing? Pretty good? Doing all right? So we are going back in from the top. So round 2. So we're back in, clean and press. As I said, kettlebell, single arm. We're doing 5 on each side. Otherwise, doubles with the dumbbells. Pull that belly button in, hinge down. Let's go 1. Good. 2. As I said, my kettlebell is lighter than what I would normally use, so I might be going slightly quicker. You count yourselves in. If you're going a different pace, you do 5, and then you switch sides. Good. Big exhale up as you press. Beautiful. 3, 4. 1 more. and 5. Switch arms if you're on a kettlebell. Come up and down on either side. So if you're using a dumbbell, you're here into this seesaw motion, okay? Or you could do one side and switch when we do. Whichever works for you. The effect will be the same. Good. Beautiful stuff. Breathe it through. Instant waste incoming. We've got 3, 2, 1. We switch sides. Beautiful. Driving that opposite elbow up to give you that reach. Kettlebell coming down the side of your leg, yes, rather than down in front. 3, 2. We've got 1 more, and then we're into the chest, squat and press. Straight in, let's go. You know you get that little recovery after this move is finished. Beautiful. I know we're coming all the way up and all the way down. Make sure both of them count. So full stretch up, straighten the arms, deep squat, bottom to the mat for 2 and 1. Weight comes down. Your active recovery can start. Heart rate up, feeling good? Hopefully so. Again, do grab a drink if you need to. And then we're back in for another round. Upper body, mid body, lower body. It's those tricep extensions. So as I said, absolutely come to kneeling. If you're doing it from standing, we're here. Good. Gently hug that belly button in. Breathe. Beautiful stuff. You've got it, guys. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing stuff. We're into the twist. So again, you could come to seated. If you prefer to stay standing, you could be here with your twists. Make it more difficult by taking the weight out long in front of you. Keep going for just a second. I just need to check what is happening here. Fine, nothing interesting. Keep going. Good. For 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful stuff. And then we are all down onto the floor. Knees bent, feet flat, arms up ahead, roll it up into your bridge. We're adding in that march. Option, if you want to, add in a bit of bonus arm work. Take the arms back as a leg comes up. Bring it back in as the foot goes down. Switch sides. Keep squeezing into those glutes for me. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll your hips back down. Release the weight to the floor. And again, either bring your knees into your chest or stand up and walk it out. So guys, we have done 2 rounds. If you have got time to go for another round, go for it straight away now, okay? So back to the top, final round, clean and press, torso bends, squat and press, and then extensions, tricep extensions, twists and bridges. Otherwise, come into stretches with me. Good. So if you're going for it, have fun. If you're joining for me for a stretch, have fun here too. Either is absolutely fine. These are express workouts. I just always, when it's something like that that's really easy to replicate, I always want to give you the chance to add an extra little round in whilst you're there on your mats. Good. If you're with me, reach up and over. Good. How are you feeling? Energized, strong. Good. Roll the shoulders out, tuck the chin to the chest, scoot forwards, Let's stretch out the back of the legs into the lower back. Take an angle, sway. When you're ready, bring yourself back up. You're going to stretch out the quads. So heel into bottom, thighs together, hips forwards. Amazing. Hold it here. Release. Switch sides. And then I shall let you be on your way, hopefully with a smile on your face, hopefully feeling good and strong. Thank you, as always, for joining me, gang. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.